Hey folks, so back when Maga Mike Jesus Johnson came into the speakership, a private speech he gave to a bunch of Christian nationalists surfaced, in which he told folks he had regular chats with his BFF Big G God. Yeah. He said God directly told him that he was the chosen one to be the new Moses, aka speaker. And then he went on and on about how ungodly leftists were and how they were trying to undermine our culture and traditional marriage between one man and one woman had to be saved and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You may remember he came out of nowhere, and when reporters asked about his views, he said all the public needed to know about him could be found in the Bible, as though that was his personal resume or some shit. He very publicly leaned very hard into the squeaky clean choir boy act. Yeah. So what happened to little Moses? Because recently it would seem that the choir boy would like to shiv Bishop Buddy for her pretty basic Christian sermon. Yeah, check out this little peach from the rosy-cheeked howdy-doody. Praise be, Mikey. You know, folks, it sure looks like Christian nationalists are a lot more like Snotsy than Christians. I'm going to venture a guess that Maga Mike Jesus Johnson has got a custom mustache man costume hanging somewhere in his attic, along with a collection of naughty schoolgirl and hotel maid costumes he has for his wife. But think about it. This insufferably sanctimonious, pants-on-fire piece of shit dropped his sky daddy so fast for a serial predator who cheated on all his wives, for a guy who's on record bragging about his pervy lust for his daughter, and his peeping Tom assholery around teenage girls, and of course his tendency to assault women on the regular by grabbing their sacred parts with his grubby fingers. Not to mention he's an adjudicated rapist. Funny, I don't remember hearing about the Bible version of Moses tossing God to the side for a creepy cult leader. But apparently once our speaker got a whiff of Orangina's ass, I guess God's way was just too hard for the man whose daughter pledged her purity to him when she was just 13. I guess Orangina made Maga Mike's loins come to life in a whole new way, so he dropped his BFF and made a cozy little home for himself up in Orangina's nether region, along with all the other super sinner sycophants. Well, folks, I think what's important to notice here is it's always the ones who can't shut up about their morals whose morals are shady as shit. The folks who are comfortable in their faith are the ones who are comfortable with others having theirs. The ones who think theirs is the only faith to keep are inevitably the ones who are the most sick and twisted, like Maga Mike Jesus Johnson. And I guess all the depraved little twerps like him have just handed us an easy metric to test them when they're pushing their faux moral superiority. All we have to do is bring up Mary and Buddy's sermon and see if they react in a way that reflects the views of the Big G God or the views of the Orange Savior. That'll tell us all we need to know about just how much their religion is a ruse. Yeah. Well, Maga Mike Jesus Johnson, have the day you deserve.